Hey y'all, it's Claressa Shields, the GWOAT, the greatest, the baddest, greatest woman of all time. So, I read an article and it said that Claressa Shields says if she was a man, she'd be the face of boxing. Where to lie? What I didn't like about the article was this. It didn't say what I said after I said that. Name another boxer who got my accomplishments. And let's start from the beginning. We're going to go back to the amateurs. As far as in the Junior Olympics. 2-time gold medalist, Junior Olympics. Then we'll go to the big Olympics, the real Olympics. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 2012 and 2016. Now we're going to turn pro. World champion. 4 fights. Or was it 3? I can't remember. But that's what happened. Now let's continue to go further. 3-time undisputed champ. I was undisputed champ in 8 fights. Or was it 7? I really can't remember. But I remember that I became undisputed champ very fast. So now, undisputed once, undisputed at 154, undisputed twice at 160, 3-time undisputed champ. I got 13 world titles. Name another man who has done that. If I was a man with those accomplishments, I would be the face of boxing.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, I don't normally say this, but say, man, smash that like button. If you're feeling this sauce, man, smash that goddamn like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, man. So, we back in the kitchen, man, and Claressa Shields, as you've heard, she said if she was a man, she would definitely be the face of boxing. Very controversial. Gotta give my thoughts. Listen, very big fan of Claressa Shields. She got a fight coming in June 7th, somewhere up in there. But she fighting in Detroit. It's gonna be in front of 15,000 people. It's against Hannah Gabriels. It's the second fight, the rematch. Listen, shout out to all that. And shout out to, you 3-time undisputed, 13 world titles. You are the face of women's boxing. Without a doubt. Claressa. Nah, pimpin'. I can't do it. Nah, listen. You fought some very good girls. You fought some tough women. You fought some of the toughest women in the world. And you beat their ass. You fought some tough women. You fought some very, very good women that most women can't beat. In my opinion, you the baddest woman in the world. I go so far as to say that. You are the baddest woman in the world. Yeah. Next to Serena, I got y'all neck and neck as the baddest women in the world. But Claressa, I just want to be very respectful when I say this because I'm a huge fan. I want to be respectful when I say it, but I got to say it. Listen, it ain't the man's fault, especially black men, because it's not our fault, Claressa. You can't blame it on black men. It's the media. It's boxing. Boxing ain't ran by black men, Claressa. And this goes to all black women. I need y'all to understand it. It ain't our fault. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? Anyway, it ain't our fault. And I just really need you to understand because it seems to be an attack on us. You know, a couple years ago, I think you said you beat Keith, double E with the F. Yeah, you said you beat him up and you was a better fighter than him. Listen. Boxing does not show you enough respect. You should be fighting on pay-per-view every fight. But now, you shouldn't be a bigger star than Wilder. You shouldn't be a bigger star than Tank. You shouldn't be a bigger star than Earl. You shouldn't be a bigger star than Bud, than Devin, than Shakur. Now, Frank, not even Frank. I don't think you should be a bigger star than Frank Martin. Now, because we just got to be honest. women have never been more interesting than men when it comes to sports. Y'all just never been more interesting. What's that girl? Lisa Leslie. Wasn't she the first female to dunk? That shit was spectacular. But that shit wasn't most spectacular when Jordan flew across the goddamn free throw line with his goddamn tongue out. I mean, I just need you to understand that. Listen, I'm one of the biggest fans of women's boxing. I am a huge fan. I think women's boxing is on fire. Y'all are fighting the best, but we not going to compare women's boxing to men's boxing, Claressa. We can't do it. Listen, you're one of the most skilled fighters in boxing, but don't mean you better. Listen, you may be more skilled than Keith Double E with the F, but it'd be a tragedy if y'all fought. It's just not realistic. Listen, it's not realistic. I just need black women to understand, because listen, we going through times now. This new generation. I didn't know that dudes are having, toothed and nail. Dudes are having brawls with a woman. I'm talking about going blow for blow. Dudes are losing fights to their woman these days. And I think, Claressa, I don't know what kind of relationship you and your man, I don't think you jump on him. I think he pretty strong. I'm not going to say nothing I think y'all have a great relationship, and I'm proud of y'all. Black love, I'm all for that. And I don't think you handling him or none of that there. And I would never dish your husband. I don't know him, but he helps you train. It's a lot of shit. He's very supportive. He got his own gym. He a man to me. You just got more money than him. That's all. But he's still a man to me. He ain't done nothing weird. So I would never dish your husband. I respect y'all relationship. And no, I don't think you whooping his ass behind closed doors. I think you talk a lot of shit. Yeah, like my woman do. I think you talk big shit. And I think, but anyway, other than that, listen, what I'm saying is this. I need black women, because y'all the only ones. See, when Katie Taylor, they were saying she was the best female in boxing, she didn't never say she was better than men. And because I know when you say you better than men, you ain't talking about Canelo. You ain't talking about Fatback Fury. You talking about black fighters. You talking about black male fighters. And you just really think you could kick our ass. Claressa, I just need you to know, in women's boxing, you are very strong. I think you're the strongest woman in boxing, and you're very fearless, but we just can't compare it. We can't compare it, because your accomplishments, you are more accomplished than anybody in boxing. Probably in the history of boxing, but it don't make you better than Ali. I just, we can't cross those kind of, because they trying to start transgender boxing, and it's gonna be some boy girls trying to fight girls and some girl boys trying to fight boys. It's gonna be a lot of knockouts. It's gonna be some devastating knockouts when this shit and I think they're gonna have a transgender belt. That's what Mauricio said, Suleiman. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of knockouts. That shit gonna get brutal. And I don't know, they may have to ban transgender box, because them motherfuckers gonna be on that dope. They're going to be on some strong testosterone and all that kind of shit. So I'm just saying, Claressa, I think you're a great fighter. I think you're a great woman. I think you're a great human being. And I think you put on for black women in a major way. My only flaw with you is these kind of moments. When you say things like this, it's like an attack on black men. Yeah, that's what that is. Listen, Spence versus Crawford, they gon' fight. And I just don't like it, because I'm tired of this stigma, like Spence and Crawford are scared of each other. They not scared of it. We gon' listen, if boxing quit bullshitting and these promoters quit bullshitting, we gon' get that fight. Both of them want that fight more than anything. Those are facts. Bud and Spence want that fight more than anything. So I'm just tired of boxing trying to make it like these dudes scared of each other. And fans won't speak up on that. So yeah, the whole promotion for Ryan versus Tank was, we got it done. We showing you that the big fights can't happen. That wasn't no, man, Ryan, you saw what Ryan did. That motherfucker put Tank phone number in his goddamn phone. And I told you, he been calling him every day since. But anyway, yeah. Listen, it's a lot of male fighters that you may be more skilled than. But it don't mean you're better than them. Because to be better than them, you would have to beat them. You may be more skilled than Deontay Wilder, but there's no way you could beat him. There is no way, and even with the most, you could get clenbuterol, all the steroids in the world, and you could never defeat Wilder, no matter how skilled you are. So it's just, You can't compare men and women to fighting. And like I said, I know these young dudes. I'm telling you, these young dudes. I was with a girl. She was talking about it was years ago, and her baby daddy. They used to have brawls, and she said she won most of the fights. She used to beat his ass. They was about the same height. She was a little heavier. Yeah, they used to have. She told me they used to go blow for blow. She used to take his punches and shit, and come back with her own. I'm talking about she had Hagler and Hearns type fights with her baby daddy. And she would come out victorious many times. So I'm just saying, I think it's a lot of weak men out here and a lot of shit like that. And I don't think no couple should be fighting. But what I'm saying is, it's a lot of black women out there that really think they can take us. You know, black women these days really think they stronger than us. Y'all really do. And you think you're smarter, but you're not. Y'all just smarter academically. That's all. And black men, we that's a whole nother subject. But school and black men, we grow up, we think athletics is our school. If it ain't athletics, if we not a good athlete, school don't really interest us. You know? But anyway, y'all are very smart academically. But what I'm saying is, listen, in the these women rights thing, I think it just have confused black women. And, you know, I just think it got y'all to where when y'all don't think y'all can get rights without shitting on us. You know, it's kind of like when women were putting a baby daddy on child support, but y'all was still cool, but y'all get more benefits. It's a lot of shit. So what I'm saying is, it's just a war against masculinity. It's a war against masculinity. And, you know, these days, most black women,